Let me tell you a little bit of history about South Africa. So we come from apartheid, right? And in the days of apartheid, white people that were wreaking havoc in the lives of all other races, all other groups, understood that in spite of they had a basic understanding of the fact that in spite of how they feel about black people, Indians, etc., nonetheless we've got hands that can work, nonetheless we've got feet that can walk, nonetheless we've got bodies that can basically just kind of lift weights, achieve a feat. So they went and they used us as slave labor. So that's why then, even though they didn't want to live among us, even though they did not want to allow us to come into their group areas, they nonetheless gave us the dompas, if you will, to go in to suburbia so we could clean their houses, build their skyscrapers, etc. You get my point, right? They made us slave labor because they realized that we could indeed, there's something we can contribute over here. White people would never have made a decision, seeing as they feel like black people ain't jack, cast all of us out of the country so it could be a white nation altogether. They would never have wholesale genocided us, just killed us off one by one, so all that could be left behind are white people. Why? Because nobody out here as a white person wants to lift a fingernail to wash their own dishes. They don't want to have to pick up brick and mortar and build structures themselves. They don't want to, etc. So they made us do it. Therefore, if at all white people were to make a decision to kill us also, they're the only ones that can take on the country and take the baton from here. Listen, I got this from here. The land would have crumbled and fallen apart because eventually you're going to need a street sweeper again. Well, America has just made somewhat of an apartheid decision. Listen, they have. But one that does not even have the wisdom of apartheid South Africa. What decision did they make? That they are going to cut out all third world migrants from coming into their country, when it tends to be third world people that are desperate to flee from disquiet, work any kind of job at all, that are willing to lay bricks, that are going to build your big fat chunky Trump Tower. They're the ones that are going to be willing to flip the patties at McDonald's. They're the ones that are going to be washing your cars. They're the ones that are going to, yes indeed. And amidst them, they're going to have children. And their kids are then going to be American citizens who are going to be a little bit better than their dads, in the sense that they're now going to go to varsity, they're going to become engineers. So the dad was a street sweeper, but the son is now an engineer contributing to America's GDP in a way that is healthy. So therefore, when law-abiding citizens are cut out of your land for simply being third world, you're chopping your own workforce and future engineers out of your country that will be citizens. It's what I'm getting.